Tesla shareholders will decide this week whether the automaker should award CEO Elon Musk stock worth almost, believe it or not, $1 trillion. Wow, if he achieves a host of very ambitious goals over a 10-year period. One of those goals, deploying 1 million humanoid robots and boosting the company's market cap to $8.5 trillion from $1.5 trillion today. The deadline for voting is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on November 5th, just before Tesla's annual shareholder meeting on November 6th. Judging by the stock's momentum in the last 5 sessions, it looks like investors are betting Musk stays as CEO and could spend many more nights sleeping on the factory floor, churning out electric cars and robots. Still with me on the opening bid roundtable, Tom Essaye, Brooke DePalma, and Inez Ferre. Tom, $1 trillion, a lot of money. Should shareholders just give him that money and let him go to work?
Yes, they should. I mean, again, you see the headlines and you're like, oh my God, are they going to give him $1 trillion? Well, they're only going to give him $1 trillion if he hits incredibly, aggressive metrics, as you referenced in the intro. I mean, they should give him $1 trillion if he has to generate $7 trillion of market cap and benefit to the shareholders. Sure. I think that Musk is integral to Tesla. I think that if you're invested in Tesla, you're not invested because it's a car company. It's a tech company. It's a future company. It's robotaxis. It's robots. And he is, a modern day Thomas Edison, and so keep him on. You gotta go with it at this point, I'd say. And so, yeah, write the check and let him do his thing.
All right. So, Tom, let's say this passes. Elon gets his loot. If you had $1,000, do you put it to work in Tesla after this vote and after it theoretically could be approved? You're going to have a very motivated Thomas Edison trying to change the world via robots and secondarily EVs and AI. Why wouldn't you want to hitch your ride to something like that?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I get he's mercurial and the headlines and things like that can be a distraction, but the record is pretty good. When you invest alongside Elon Musk, you typically make a lot of money. Yes, it can be a bumpy ride, but we are talking about society-changing technology that, oh, by the way, he's already brought to us. And so I would invest that $1,000 with him.
Inez, I, of course, wasn't around. Neither were we when Thomas Edison was alive and doing his thing. But look, this could be a big moment for the retail fan base that actively has supported Elon Musk, no matter what has happened to the company.
Yeah, Elon Musk is synonymous with Tesla. There is no Tesla without Elon Musk. You saw what happened to the stock price when Elon Musk was more involved with politics than when he had that mini fallout with Trump, then when it got better. I mean, when he's more involved with the company, you see that the stock does better. And that is what investors want, is Elon Musk at the helm of the company. So I'm agreeing with Tom here that it is really all about Musk. And this is also about controlling the company and where it goes. And this is why investors, the retail investor, really goes for the stock and will ride it throughout. And so, yes, I do think that he'll probably get the vote that he's looking for.
Brooke, if this gets approved, I happen to be of the view that we could see a major rethink of already high compensation packages for CEOs. If you're, let's say, Doug McMillon over at Walmart, you see this package gets passed. Well, why is it Doug McMillon worth $500 billion? He's added tons of value to Walmart over the past decade he's been leading the company.
Brian, last year when we saw so much C-suite turnover, this was a mega discussion, especially when we saw Brian Niccol get picked to go to the Starbucks helm, and we saw other leaders start to take shape. There were some big pay packages that were announced last year, and it was certainly a big focus in order to get these top talent players at the helm of these companies, mostly that are leading either a turnaround, or B, trying to push forward and become a standout in this sort of competitive AI industrial, whatever you want to call it, race that's currently underway. And so to be determined on whether or not we see these mega pay packages pay out, but certainly it definitely keeps these key players at the helm for longer. And also within those stock compensation plans, we also know that that direct tie in there certainly is keeping these players really looped in on how exactly they plan to turn around the companies.
Go think, the CEO being undervalued for a $50 million pay package.